everyone, welcome to NCTC's Home Improvement and Design segment. I am your host, Chrissy Jenkins. Today we are going to be making a succulent houseplant. Here is what you'll need to make your succulent arrangement. You're going to need the cactus and succulent soil mix. You're going to need 3 to 5 different varieties of succulents, and we have 3. And then you're going to need some type of decorative rock. You can even use pea gravel if you have pea gravel in your landscaping, but I went with white marble, which was supplied by Simply Mulch out of Bowling Green, Kentucky. They have just a little bit of everything that you might need for your gardening needs. And I also went with a nice bowl to use, and it has the plate underneath it, and it also has the holes in the side of the planter so that the soil can drain. And that is a big must with succulents, is your soil needs to drain. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to use our bag of rocks, and we're not going to use all of them, we're just going to use a few. So what these rocks do is they help to absorb moisture. Unlike most plants, succulents will need to drain, and they do not need to be overly watered, but we'll get to that in a few minutes. Secondly, we're going to use our succulent potting mix. And so are you thinking, well, why can't I just use Miracle-Gro like I do with my waving petunias and spikes and sweet potato plants? Well, you really need to use the succulent cactus potting mix in order to help with the drainage, because a lot of times with succulents, they don't need a lot of water. And so with this mix and the rocks combined, this will help your water consumption. So we're going to fill the planter pretty full. We're not going to fill it to the rim. We will do that lastly. So we're going to just maybe evenly spread this out, and then we're going to create small holes. So thirdly, we're going to add our beautiful succulents. And don't be scared to push on these root bowls. You can pull them, you can stretch them, you're not going to hurt them. I know a lot of times people think that they will, but they won't. You can even take some of this excess dirt, soil as you might call it, and put over here in the pot and dispose of that later, or use it even somewhere else. But then you go ahead and you place it in the hole that you dug out for it, and then just place it in there nicely. Then we're going to move to the second succulent. We're going to do the same as we did for the first one. We're going to create our hole. We're going to put it in there. You might even want to take one of the succulents and have it a little higher than the others. You want to do different sizes of succulents. Let's create another hole for the third. If you have a bigger planter, of course, you can use more succulents. Sometimes more is best with a bigger pot, and sometimes it's not. It just depends on how you want your planter to look. Now I'm going to place more potting soil around the edges, and a rule of thumb is try to plant your flowers about 1/2 inch to 1 inch of the rim of your planter. And once again, always make sure your planters have holes to drain. Never let your water sit in your plate. Always empty the plate, especially with plants like succulents and cactus and even aloe vera. So there you have it. We have our succulents planted. Now we're going to add the leftover marble rock that we didn't use at the very bottom of the pot. And we're just going to scatter these rocks about. And this also helps with overwatering, or if you leave your cactus arrangement outside in the open and you just sort of just forget about it, and we have a lot of rain. Because the good thing about the cactus and the succulent plants is they will live year-round. So this is an arrangement that you can have forever if you do it properly. So adding the rock not only helps with water absorption, it also helps with decoration. You can use this as a centerpiece. You can use it outside in your landscaping. It's a very versatile arrangement and very easily done. And a great present to give family and friends. So I just want to put just a few here and there. I love this marble rock, but like I said before, you can even use pea gravel. If you have pea gravel in your landscaping, you can use that too. If you like this white color and you don't want to go out and buy the white rock, get some white spray paint. I would recommend a high gloss white spray paint to spray paint your rock. All right, friends, there you have it. I hope y'all enjoyed our segment on how to make a succulent planter for inside use and outside use. And for the tip of the day, if you're going to use it outside, I recommend leaving it underneath the patio because too much direct sunlight on succulents can harm them. And if we want to keep the arrangement bold and beautiful, then let's try to keep it underneath the patio and indoors. I recommend 4 to 6 hours of sun exposure and not too much watering. But if you do, remember we use the rocks to absorb too much assumption of water. I hope to see you next time. I hope you enjoyed our segment. Bye.